This is WGRG 100.5 FM, where we meet the absolute minimum FCC broadcasting standards. It's time to hang on and brace yourself for a community radio program that's frankly indescribable. Let's talk Geneseo. Two guys with nothing better to do on a Friday morning but to talk about our community. Geneseo City Administrator Brandon Meglin and City Alderman Keith Kennett. And yeah, nobody, and I mean nobody, puts the blah in blah, blah, blah like these guys do.
And good morning to our viewers and listeners here on WGRG. It's Let's Talk Geneseo for this April, what is it, Brandon? April 17th? 2026. I'm your co-host, Keith Kennett, along with co-host Brandon Meglin.
Good morning.
Special guest this morning, Sheila. We'll introduce her a little more formally in a bit, but again, welcome to everyone. And a little late this morning. Had a bad cable that was causing a problem, but so far it's working. So we'll send our best thoughts that that continues to be the case.
Yes.
On this fine Friday morning here in Geneseo.
It is. It's been a nice 36-hour stretch here. Hopefully, well, looks like it's going to crash and burn this afternoon a little bit, though.
Might get a little stormy, but we'll be just be aware of that. Kind of monitor the weather a bit. Might get interesting later.
Yeah.
Interesting here at the high school last night. Just a little aside, but a lot of had a girls' soccer game last night against Dunlap High School. Had a track meet that was going on here at the high school track. I believe a middle school track meet. Had the just a lot of activity with the road construction going on and what have you. A lot of activity here at the high school last night.
Overall, reports are that the traffic reroute plan is going well.
Yes, and we can talk about that maybe a little bit later on in the program. But with that, though, we are very pleased to get to our first guest. So I'll switch it off and adjust some cameras while you're doing a, as lengthy as you can do, introduction of our guest this morning.
Great. Yes, we want to welcome back to the program Sheila Wygant McGee, local artist, volunteer, chamber board member. What else do you do, Sheila?
Apparently anything they ask.
Toter of the grandchildren.
I'm a sculptor, and I do two-dimensional art also. I do it all pretty much when it comes to artwork, and yeah, I have 3 grandchildren, and they keep me really busy, and just my artwork, and yeah, helping out with the chamber.
Yeah, well known for some of the sculptures that we see here in Geneseo and other communities, some life-size ones. You are, and some people may not know, you created the one that is in the north side of the city park, correct?
Yeah, there's 2 of them there, Doc Parsons and the Pioneer Family.
Yeah.
Those, and people are in shock when they find out it's my artwork.
That is yours.
I walk a lot. I do a lot of walking, and I've heard people read my name off of the plaque, and I go, did somebody say my name? And so they're surprised that it's me. Then they think it's been there for 100 years, and there's no way I could be associated with it. But
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Sheila also organized the effort, 2 years in a row, to bring Butch Patrick, a.k.a. Eddie Munster, to Geneseo for some really fun events surrounding, he spent a brief time living here in Geneseo, right, and kind of had a spooky theme on coordinating with the Shoot the Loop group that brings the cars into Geneseo, and some fun-filled days with that, and I know that was a passion project for you, right?
Yeah, and the library has stepped up, and we're going to bring him back in August of 2027, so you guys sign up your cars and get your spook on. And it should be another fun event.
Yeah. Yeah, but this morning Sheila's here because, as we mentioned, she does participate heavily in the Geneseo Chamber of Commerce and has really stepped up this year to be the on-site event coordinator for the Geneseo Art Walk, which is coming up next Saturday, April the 25th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., I believe, are the hours that will be going on in downtown Geneseo, shaping up to be a pretty large event, bigger than a lot of the previous years. So, we'll let Sheila kind of fill us in on what exactly is going on surrounding that event.
Yeah, well, this year we're pairing up with the farmers market, so we're looking at possibly 20, maybe plus vendors from the farmers market, along with the other activities we normally have. Starting south of State Street, we're going to have some live music with John Puenas and the Gata Davida. We also will have Bugs Benson downtown, some live music, Snazzies. Lemonade will be also offering what they offer, lemonade and I believe corn dogs. The Historic Museum is participating this year. They're going to have several students, I believe, doing throwing pots, ceramic work in there. Also, we have sidewalk chalk art downtown, face painting. The Girl Scouts are going to be doing some kindness rocks. You can paint them, and hopefully the kids will leave them different places throughout town if that's okay with the town. Underground Graphics, they're going to be there doing car wraps, doing demonstration of car wraps in front of, I believe, Dave Smith's studio. If you go see Underground Graphics, was it Justin?
Jason Dahl?
Jason,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jason. Go see him do that. Go on into Dave Smith's studio. He's going to be working on a painting, and the Quilters Guild has a display up in the gallery. So that'll be something to look forward to. That they are true artisans doing the quilting. We also have several other art entities, Rutabaga and the Art League. They will be doing some demonstrations along with, hopefully I can get myself to sit down and do some sculpting demonstration in between, making sure that everything's going smoothly. This year we are blessed to have one of our own, Tim Reed. He is a local, he's from Geneseo, he lives in Ames. He is a graphic designer, but he's also an author of children's books. He'll be doing character drawing for like $10 a head. So that's pretty reasonable, and he's a pretty funny guy. I went to school with him. We also have tie-dyeing. That's something, if you bring a 100% cotton t-shirt or socks or underwear, you could tie-dye them for Dad for Father's Day. Liz Anderson, she's with the farmers market also, but she's going to be doing some demonstrations. That'll be a lot of fun. I want a tie-dye shirt for myself. We have a henna artist. I believe she's at Emerald Bay, and she will be doing her designs. And if you look up the Geneseo Chamber Facebook page, there are some photos of something she has done. Jessica at the Chamber had some artwork done by her. There's going to be a lot of fun opportunities, photo ops, a lot for families to do and kids to participate in, and I'm hoping I've got one thing in the works, and it's a kind of a unique idea. I'm talking to the churches about doing a silly walk, and I guess there's something called Ministry of Silly Walk with Jesus. And so I'm hoping to get that accomplished this week with one of the churches. So, but basically, people should come out and have some fun, and there'll be a lot to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like next week. I know we're far out from next Saturday, but hopefully be a much drier week leading into next Saturday. So
the weather's going to be perfect, Brandon, for the art walk next week.
But it's going to go off rain or shine, because we know that you guys have backup plans for, and a lot of these things are taking place inside of the businesses and the art galleries as well, right?
Oh, yeah, we have several businesses participating, artists in several businesses. If it does rain, they're going to be allowed to come inside the business. Some of the businesses there, some of them that are outside will be allowed to come inside. So that'll be helpful. Yeah, the Vic will be open. They will be there's restrooms there people can use. Also, City Hall has restrooms to use. I can't think. The Art League is offering their restrooms. So the availability for if you need to use the restroom is pretty good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's talk about location a little bit. So this is downtown Geneseo on State Street. There will be a street closure from North Street all the way down to Exchange Street in Geneseo. So a pretty long stretch there. And then some of the side streets, First and Second, will have closures for partial closures for a little bit of side activity as well. And then so the music, so you mentioned there's two musical, John Puentes and
Bugs Benson.
That will be at the main intersection on First and State, right there. And that's where the Stanzi's Lemonade is going to be set up too, I believe, right there.
Yeah, that's where Bugs is going to be, and John's going to be down in the Gata Davida.
Oh, okay.
So
he'll be performing at his business throughout got it. So music on both sides of the event.
Yep. It's really good.
Yeah, and other reasons to be downtown. The mural project that was a Geneseo Chamber of Commerce initiative that brought all these beautiful murals into Geneseo, and we encourage people who maybe haven't been to Geneseo in a little while. That's just another reason to come check out some permanent art that is downtown now.
Yeah, and we haven't had a mural committee put together or meeting lately, but we still plan on getting together and possibly doing more in the future. So I'm excited about that, and we're celebrating Geneseo's history. I think it's a wonderful draw to the community. Today I get to meet with Dalkin and Dee Moranville and Steve Castorf, and we're going to talk about the Republic Building and possibly them doing something with that. And so that's exciting too.
Yeah, great. Anything else you'd like to share about next Saturday, or anything we missed?
I hope I covered everybody. I mean, I hit the high points, but there's so much to come see. Just come down and find out for yourself. But I think I've hit most of the high points. There's it's pretty much a free event for everyone, and it's always been a fun get together every year. So
yeah, come on out.
Come on out.
Yeah. There you go. And I assume all this information too is on Facebook or social media outlets and that sort of thing, chamber website.
Yeah.
If you're looking for additional details,
And we'll have a tent. The chamber will have a tent there, and we'll have, some of the board members to answer questions, and in case people get a little bit confused where everything's at, and I'm going to pull out the bubble machines.
Look for Sheila.
Yeah.
She'll be wearing a bright orange vest, probably.
Oh. I guess I will.
Yes.
awesome.
Well, thank you, Sheila. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it very much. And again, great event, and the weather will be awesome.
Well, we appreciate it too, allowing the opportunity to share with the community, and you're doing a great thing here.
Yeah, and much appreciation. There's a number of Art Walk committee volunteers that Sheila's been working with on this project, and Geneseo Police Department's going to take part in this event to make sure it's a safe event too, and there's been a lot of coordination there, so we thank all of them that have really helped get us to this point.
Yep. And as with anything, there's all sorts of volunteers involved in this, probably far more than you realize. So appreciate, like Brandon said, all their input and all the effort that goes into making these cool events that we're able to host here in good old Geneseo.
I have more ideas.
All right, well, stay tuned for that. I think it's a future program.
Sheila's always got something new.
I'm a little off the wall.
That's a good thing, Sheila.
Yeah, in a good way. Right,
Makes
exactly.
life fun for everybody. It'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Keith,
Well, speaking of fun for everybody, what else do we have going on, Brandon?
yeah, we mentioned at the top of the program high school traffic. Appreciate everybody slowing down around the construction zones.
Yes.
Unexpected intersection closure here at Ogden and State up at the high school. Need to open up the intersection has caused some rerouting, but traffic's still open for high school, those that have business or students here at the high school to be able to get into the main building here. So I think overall that's been reported by the PD in the school to be going rather well. So we expect another 8 or 9 days of that intersection closure here, and could wrap up sooner, but we still are sticking with that 2-week time frame as hopefully the longest period that we'll see the main intersection at Ogden and State closed here on the project. So
Yeah, and would agree with that. I think it's been going fairly smooth with the traffic rerouting and all that. And hats off to everybody again here at the school district, the city, the contractor, just kind of coordinating to come up with the best plan, and it's working out pretty well.
yeah. Yep, absolutely. A couple other reminders: disposal site, yard waste for sticks, leaves, other debris that you want to dispose of. You can do it curbside now too. We're back in curbside pickup mode through Republic, but the disposal site at Prairie Park is going to be open this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. You have to be a city resident to use that site, and then the final spring day for the site drop-off location is on May the 9th from 8 a.m. to noon. So bring out your debris, leaves and sticks. You can drop them off there if you're a city resident refuse customer. Spring cleanup is also May 4th through the 7th, so that's not yard waste, but other things, junk that you may need to get rid of from your home that isn't your traditional garbage. You can make a pile out in front of your residence, and it'll get picked up within reason. Encourage everybody to check the city website on that with the things that you can put curbside. And there's also a schedule on there, a quadrant map. They do the pickup in 4 different quadrants through the week. Can find all that on cityofgeneseo.com under the news and posting section.
Yeah, and that's always a popular time for spring cleanup week, and encourage everyone to make as neat a pile as you can in front of the house. And we do have some requirements on that, so you can check those out online. But also try not to. You can sometimes get anxious to get stuff out there, maybe super early, maybe days or weeks before the event. We try to discourage that only because you may have a situation like this afternoon, but if we have a storm come through or it gets windy or that sort of thing, it can cause stuff to be blowing all over the community and stuff. So, but yeah, just use a little common sense when you're doing it.
Yeah, don't leave your pile out, many days in advance. Load her up the night before your pickup day is, and keep the streets clean.
There you go. Right. And we also appreciate, too, that a lot of times people will make a nice pile, but also, it is a time when we have people that will go through things and try to salvage things and stuff from those piles and take that nice, neat pile you made, and now it's a strewn mess of stuff in your front yard, and I get that. I've lived that experience, but just, again, do the best you can. And
that might be Sheila looking for sculpture supplies. So.
I can tell when it's Sheila, because when it comes back, it's in this lovely, aesthetically pleasing shape.
I'm selling it to you.
Call that a salvage sculpture, Sheila.
I've done that.
Yeah, right. And like I say,
There's some really neat chairs out there. I don't know. I'm a chair hoarder, and the unique chairs out there. Oh my God, my house is full of them.
Well, there you go. But like I say, you don't mind Sheila so much because when she's done with the pile, it looks better than when she started. Yeah. It's always artistically arranged.
I foo-foo
And,
it.
and it's like, oh, look at that. It looks like a lovely swan or something like that. So.
You won't find Sheila throwing things into the street.
No, very neat.
I'll
Yes.
get calls.
But anyway, that's coming up in May,
Yeah.
so always a popular time.
Yeah. Also, another exciting event announced by the Geneseo Chamber, the Geneseo Wine Walk on May 30th. It's a new event being coordinated by, again, the Chamber of Commerce. Again, a lot of coordination with the city on that one.
And
New-
maybe
new
it's
concept.
and
Yeah.
it's a new event, so maybe you could expand just a bit on just what it is.
So I mean, we got some questions on that early this week at the city council meeting too, and how is this done? How is it legal to be done? Well, what's happening is the businesses that hold a liquor license in Geneseo, serving license, they can get the liquor code, and the Illinois State Liquor Code allows for a single day off-premise serving license if you're a licensed liquor license holder, to be able to sell alcohol. So you can pull a special one-day off-site serving license if you hold one of those licenses, and that's how it's being accomplished. So there's a number of the bars and restaurants that are able to serve can pull a one-day license to serve off-premise, and the concept is that they will set up and pour wine samplings in some of the downtown businesses, and with the goal of encouraging people to visit the storefronts downtown, right? Support the local brick and mortar businesses, be able to have a fun time, and they'll get a punch card of all the different stops along the route, and I believe the chamber is doing like commemorative glasses for the event and things like that. So kind of a new concept. Again, it will be a street closure, so that's also, something to keep it compliant. We call that an area of control with the liquor code, much like the Geneseo Christmas Walk, State Street Market, where if the roadway is closed down to vehicular traffic, then you can disperse into the streets in that area of control and sip your wine. So.
Yeah, and there you go. And it's open to, I think the hours of it are...
Yeah, too early to know that for me. I don't know. Yeah.
But I think it's like in the afternoon type thing.
Yeah,
and,
afternoon. Yeah.
But all the businesses participate in this, but they have and again at each location you can be a little bit of a sampling thing, and it's something not too unusual that other communities and stuff have done things like this, and they seem to be very popular, and seems to be a lot of interest in this one as well. So something new, give it a try, and see how it pans out. But
yeah, seems to be a popular concept in other communities, and there's a lot of interest and buzz, it looks like, around this happening in Geneseo. So
yeah,
again, even if you're not having wine sampling in your location, it's an opportunity for you to be open to the public and maybe do something special in your business, and invite people in to patronize your business. So.
Yeah, and ultimately, the more people we can bring in to, the better it is for all of our downtown businesses, and they certainly are. All of our businesses as a city are a focus, but the downtown businesses in particular, in many ways, that's kind of the heartbeat of the community and stuff, and frequently receive comments about particularly first-time visitors to Geneseo and what have you. Everyone's always impressed by, wow, you have an active downtown. It's not unusual for a lot of communities our size where you don't have that. It's just empty storefront after empty storefront, and that just doesn't happen by luck. It happens by a lot of business owners willing to invest, and community groups and chamber and city and everybody kind of working together to have any business that is located here be as successful as possible. So we just try to creatively come up with new ways to bring people here.
Yeah. New ideas are welcome, and this is definitely one of them that the chamber came up with, and the city is supporting. And we won't be afraid of new ideas. Staff or council, I think I can speak for everybody, and we'll listen to them and try new things. You have to do that.
And I guess I can share that I had floated an idea before of having just like an informal we have our Shoot the Loop event and what have you. But I thought, well, maybe we could host like the Geneseo Grand Prix. And, we put in like a Grand Prix course. It could run like for a half mile through town, that sort of thing. It's one of those crazy ideas that fortunately never really went any further than that. But like a Rock Island Grand Prix. But you do it a little bit with
the go-karts.
With the carts and stuff.
Yeah.
And, we kind of have a little setup.
Yeah. Careful saying that in front of Sheila. I can see her wheels spinning over
So
here.
So that was several years ago that had that thought. But thought, that could be maybe a little. But anyway, any idea is something that we might take a look at. I was kind of just sharing this and Sheila is actually taking notes. So, never thought we'd have Butch Patrick.
Yeah,
you could lead the race, Sheila.
It just happened.
There you go.
It just happened to me. Music Fest was having a meeting, and I threw out the idea, Battle of the Lip Sync Bands. People could dress like their favorite 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s band, and whoever, best replicates, their and lip sync to the
That's
music.
a great idea.
I think it'd be so much fun.
Way better than that Grand Prix idea I had.
No, I like the Grand Prix idea. I want to know more about it. I'm still trying to visualize. So it takes me a while to catch on, but eventually.
There you go.
Cool.
And talked about street closure. City Council had our city council meeting on Tuesday night. Any kind of recap from that? I have a couple of comments I may just share too.
Yeah,
on that.
Geneseo Farmers Market. Market coordinator Darren came and shared that she spoke with the Illinois Farmers Market Association. High recommendation of forming a legal entity to operate the market. So council moved on an agreement with the market as a legal entity, and we look forward to working with them this year and providing them that space on Pearl Street, same location as last year, and moving forward.
Yeah, and any listener that has listened long term to us, I certainly send you all my sympathies for. I shouldn't say that, but you know that I'm not a big social media guy and what have you. But I do have to say that being a participant on City Council and being at the council meeting on Tuesday night, I was looking for something. I'm part of some car Facebook groups or what have you, but you know how it is then, things are just popping up or what have you. But somehow I had a link or something related to the farmers market thing and in the meeting Tuesday night. And I just have to be honest and say this, but I was the most befuddled person ever in that the meeting I was at and what was relayed or purported by some people's interpretations of that exact same meeting could not have been more polar opposite of what took place. But there was a very negative tone to it, but it was really no more than the council, which had already previously made very clear that we're okay with leaving it in the current location, and to where we had reviewed that this whole thing was just based upon, should we have a conversation? Are there things that we could look at to, are there ways to improve it and make it better? And somehow that spiraled into a flaming ball of whatever that ended up being. But, I think the council had 5 minutes of discussion, and we'll leave it at Pearl Street. But there were just kind of some I-dotting and T-crossing things that are beneficial for everyone, but especially for the organizer of the event, that we're making strong suggestions are beneficial for all involved, and that person in particular. But it was a very positive. We don't want anyone having a bad experience with anything associated in Geneseo, and that certainly would go for the farmers market with any participants in it or vendors or organizers of it or anyone attending. But I've done this, for a few years, and I'm kind of now, chuckling that I'm now the old gray-haired guy, that, I used to, sometimes question back in my younger days. But I am just befuddled in that, that from that meeting, that you could come away with really anything negative about that. But yet, not only is it not, there's just negative things being said, but they're just not based in reality. It's just, the facts are this, and someone has opinions that are something else, but then it spirals off into some, the mayor's working some angle to take over the farmer's market, and it's this business owner. And I felt like saying, people, it's the Geneseo farmer's market. There's no ulterior motive here that you want some grand design where there's some wizard planning to take over. It just was unusual. But I will say this is where it does matter. Yes, we do want input, and as elected officials, yes, you shoot arrows at us, and I'm used to it. I'll take an arrow that's undeserved or whatever. But hey, if it helps you or whatever, I'm okay with that. But it is a little different when you take shots at staff. That if you're taking a shot at staff or what have you, you better make sure that it's accurate then, because if it isn't, well, they didn't sign up for that. That these are, we have workers and staff people that are following the direction of the city council and mayor, and if you have some disagreement, what have you, it isn't that some staff member or some city administrator or the city clerk or whoever is doing something on their own. Everything they're doing is at the direction of the city council and the mayor. And so if you have some bone to pick or what have you, you pick it with us. But boy, on this one, I just generally don't get it. But nonetheless, kind of need to move on from this, because the downside is it takes a lot of time away from other things staff can be doing. We have other events. We're planning economic development. We're trying to bring businesses to town. We're doing all these other things. And when we spend, and this isn't like you spend a half hour here or a half hour there, you would be stunned if you knew how many meetings took place with the same participants in this. And then you have another meeting about the same subject as though the previous meeting never took place. And it's just, there's a lot of time and energy and effort wasted on this that we don't understand. The farmers market isn't moving. The agreements and stuff are in place. We left it up to the organizer. City attorneys and people far knowledgeable than some city aldermen or what have you have made suggestions on how this is in your best interest to do things. We're looking out for everybody's best interest in it. But to try and find something negative that came out of that meeting Tuesday night, and what I read online was just not the same thing. So if you're one of the two people anymore that cares about this, I mean, I have to check out the YouTube video. Online, a lot of questions will be answered there, or you can give me a call, or the mayor, or Brett Barnhart, or any other alderman. You can give Brandon a call, and apparently we just set off the fire alarm here, but I think we're okay. If you do have a question, because that is a frustration, at the end of the day, there is truth. There's truth, and then there's opinion. And while sadly as a society it seems we blur those lines anymore, but there's demonstrable facts, and I just sat and read some of this stuff and scratched my head and didn't understand. So that's just me speaking as an elected official, as your alderman. If you don't like what I'm saying, boot me out, vote for somebody else or what have you. But there comes a point where you just have to just honestly recognize that sometimes you find yourself in situations it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody is they're just going to have an opinion, and that's fine. But I don't know if as a community it moves us forward if we get bogged down in some of these negative things, and then we start going after fellow business owners and stuff. And it was just really sad to read some of the posts on there, and then then naming people by name that have done things that help improve this city, but they're being vilified in a way. And again, over at the Geneseo Farmers Market, I mean, no disrespect to that, but it's anyway. So, just saying the same thing over and over again, and just wanted to share that, though.
I think the best point in summary in there is, form your own opinion. As Keith mentioned, just go watch the meeting. You'll hear the farmers market coordinator, the one that the city does the agreement with, speak in that meeting. You can hear what her opinion was at the meeting, and then you can hear how the council responded and voted.
Yeah.
That's it. It's on video. It's on audio. It's all there. It's for the world to watch.
And I'm not, as I look back over my years on city council, I'm not saying we haven't done some boneheaded things and stuff. And you know what? And the thing is, I would like to think that if you've done something boneheaded, we recognize it. And the number one thing is, well, don't do that again. You'll learn from things and what have you. But this is one where I don't know what else one could do, because when I left the council meeting Tuesday night, I had no feeling at all that we weren't all in lockstep, and this was squared away, and we even made special accommodations. Alderman Roothouse and the city attorney spent time just kind of wording the motions and stuff to where it would accommodate really any direction the organizers wanted to go in, and that we don't want to delay anything. I mean, could not have really been more accommodating. And so anyway, just wanted to share that, because and also I'm sensitive to the fact too, just because there's something that you see on social media, that doesn't mean that that's reflecting the entire community or what have you, but we need to be aware of it. But also, it was a reminder of why I avoid going to social media, because it can be many good things, but also it can be many bad things. And I think we're kind of seeing in some ways the kind of the ugly underbelly that it can sometimes be. So anyway. Yeah. Didn't mean to go on a rant, but
it was one.
It was just baffling to me. Yeah, right. Okay.
Sheila, that was longer than the Art Walk discussion.
Let me get back to that.
Well, thanks for listening. And later on, we'll be passing out T-shirts that said, "I survived Alderman Kenneth's rant about the
farmers market."
Yeah, they're selling them at the farmers market.
It'll be a fundraiser. See, we turned it into a positive. Yeah. I like that. Sheila, she's the creative person.
Sheila mentioned farmers market will be joining the Art Walk next Saturday, April 25th. See what I did there, Keith? Got it back on track.
You are wonderful, Brandon. Yes.
I think they'll enjoy being downtown. I think they might rethink it sometimes it's nice to change things up a little bit. I think they might have been afraid that they were going to be permanently moved, and would be scary to me too, because I think down at the park, it's like they sell organic food and all these things. You want to have the atmosphere around you organic. Downtown, it's just cement and concrete and bricks and
Yeah, right. No, you're right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it is a wonderful thing to have for our community. But no, it was never anything that was under threat that we're trying to anyway. So it's all good.
Yeah, it's good. It'll be good.
And with that, Brandon, extricate me from this.
Just hit the eject button.
There you go. But we do appreciate you tuning in and listening. Appreciate Sheila for being in here, and look forward to the Art Walk coming up here, and then also the what are we calling that again? The Wine Walk? What are we?
The Geneseo Wine Walk.
The Geneseo Wine Walk.
2026.
So something new. All right.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you tuning in and listening, and this has been WGRG 100.5 FM in Geneseo. Have a great weekend.